Hello there, adventurers, and welcome to another episode of Neon's Game Night. Tonight, we are hopping into the highly anticipated Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. At least I've been highly anticipating this game. This is developed by KT Racing and published by Nacon. It's the continuation of the Test Drive Unlimited series that I played back on the Xbox 360 with Test Drive Unlimited 1 and 2, and I've been excited for this game ever since it was announced, and it is here. We're going to be taking a look at it some tonight. I've been playing it for a bit the past week since it launched, and I wanted to make a video over it. So yes, here, one of the things that sets Test Drive Unlimited apart is its focus on lifestyle style gameplay, which means you get to create your own character. I am currently playing as a female character because there's a lot more clothing options just in general. There's a lot more customization options in general, and that's just what I decided I wanted to do, so what the heck. I'll show that actually in a minute, but this, in terms of lifestyle elements, this is one of the things I'm talking about. You get to have your own hotel room in the Solar Hotel that is part of this big racing competition that takes place here in Hong Kong. And so this is your hotel room. I believe you get to unlock more hotel suites as the game goes along that has some different views and stuff like that, but this is our hotel. You get to walk around, and it really focuses a lot on giving you that option to make you feel like you're not just being a car. You get to be a bit of a character as well, and you get a wardrobe function over here that you can look at all the different outfits and stuff that you got, but this is how I've got my character fitted out right now. Just in the hoodie, some flare pants, and a beanie, because why the heck not? Right, so let's go downstairs and show you around the actual Solar Hotel, but this is the rest of my apartment suite here, or my hotel suite. You can't sit down in these. I kind of wish you could. I wish you could sit down in these and kind of chill out. It would make it really nice for social gatherings and stuff like that. And in the original games, Test Drive Unlimited 1 and 2, it's a bit of a bummer because those games you could buy real estate, like actual houses and yachts and a whole bunch of different things that you could buy, and you could furnish them all with new furniture and paintings and stuff like that, which I don't think you can do yet in this game, but that's something that I hope that they're going to be able to add at some point down the road. But yeah, so this is the rest of the Solar Hotel. This is kind of like the hub. It is an online game, so there are other players around. It's a lot like Forza Horizon. I think the more appropriate comparison is that the Forza Horizon series kind of modeled itself a little bit after Test Drive Unlimited, but since Test Drive Unlimited series had been on ice for so long, Forza Horizon is now clearly the top sort of recognized racing game and sort of social MMO game. So over here you can change the look of your character and all that stuff, but then over here is the clothing store, and this is kind of what I'm gonna show you guys in terms of customization options. Female characters in games in general tend to get more customization and outfit options, but to compare, like, this is all the same things for every character, male or female. These are all the same options. So you get all of these selections. You get these coats. you get all of these pants, and just even looking at these pants, look at all of the different. There's a lot more like more flare pants, more legging type jeans. There's mini skirts that would be more for fit better, more for like female character customization, and then there's a whole tab here for dresses. So female characters have all of this entire tab that's straight for themselves, whereas male characters do not. So that's just just an example there. And so I feel like it makes the customization feel a bit more meaningful to be playing as a female character and just being able to have more options. But as we go to the exit, you can check out all these different cars. These are cars from different people that I guess are like some of the top players in the session or something like that, and what their car looks like. But I really love just the element of being able to get out of my car in these games. It's not something that you get to do a lot. As a matter of fact, I can't think of any other racing game series that you do get to like walk around and go around and here we're gonna say hi to this person. Hi. Can I emote? No, I don't want to. I don't want to be challenged. No thanks. Sorry. But if we come over here, I get you can come to the garage where you get to store your cars. And I've got two cars right now. I've got a 2018 Ford Mustang. The Mustang is one of my favorite cars just in general. My favorite model is actually probably a 60, either between a 66 to a 68 Mustang. And then I have a 2018 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. This is my off-road vehicle because you can do different kinds of races, and that's the vehicle I use for that. But one of the cool things that this game focuses on is a lot of like little simulational elements on in terms of being able to get out and everything. You can get out of these cars, you can open them, you can close the doors, you can turn down the windows. Once you get in, you can, let's see, what else can you press here? You can start engine and leave from here, which is what I think we're going to do. And then once you get out, you actually have to press the trigger to start the engine up. And of course, as most racing games, you got different camera angles that you can admire your car from, as we're here outside of the Solar Hotel. And it has all the basic racing game stuff. You can go around and cruise the map and find different races to take part in. You can just a second here. I'm going to turn down the volume on my headset. Sorry about that. It was just a little loud in my ears. But you can drive around, and this is Hong Kong. This is Hong Kong Island. It's created on a 1-to-1 scale. That's one of the other things that the Test Drive Unlimited series has always been known for, is creating 1-to-1 scale representations of the various maps that they do. I believe they've done Hawaii in the past, and then Ibiza. And now it's in Hong Kong. So this is a large-scale representation of what Hong Kong is supposed to be like in a video game, at least. And there's races that you can participate in all over the map. So you just drive to it and take part in different races. You're trying to level up your character's reputation. You can join a clan. I've joined the Streets clan. Each of the clans, there's a Streets, and then there's the man, what are they called? There's the Streets, and then there's this one, the Sharps. The Streets and the Sharps. and you can join them and get different kinds of races and get different kinds of unique customization options for ranking up within them. Each of the clans, you can kind of participate in a different kind of clan battle where you go on different races and try to beat members of the different clan and all sorts of things. But I think one of the things that Test Drive does so much better than most other games is just really nailing the sense of like cruising around in towns and on roads. Is just it creates really good vibes just cruising around. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and turn on the radio, shall we? I'll probably get copyright claims, but you can switch the radio to various different things. They got world music, retro music.
Where the beat never stops.
You've got classic.
We play the best music for all.
Got indie rock. You got all sorts of different stuff. But we're actually going to switch that off for a little bit there right now. It's kind of getting a little hard to talk, but you've got so many different options there. And as you drive, you can actually control even more parts of your car by this tab here. You can roll down the window. I don't know if you can see that, but let's see if I can nail that again. But yeah, that rolled my window up and down. It's a little tricky to get those diagonal ones. Come on. There you go. That rolled down my window. As you can see that I kept hitting, you can turn on your your different blinkers, so you can signal your left and right turns. You can turn on your windshield wipers, and that actually in the rain will actually make it easier to see. But I don't need to do that. I can turn on my headlights or turn them off. I can turn on my hazard lights. If I had a spoiler, I could deploy that. If this was a convertible, if it was a hardtop convertible, I could get that to deploy and take off my roof. Like, there's so many different things that you can do on these different cars, and it's just really fun tinkering with them. And as you explore the world, there's a lot of different things that you can do as you explore besides just going on different races. There's different like speed traps that you can find and try to get the highest, try to go through at really high speeds. There's different wrecks that they're called that you can find, that if you chain enough of these if you find enough of these old wrecks, you'll get a new car. There's also, as I see here, there's these little collectibles around the world that are these little holographic things. This one's credits, I think, solar coins. So that gives us money. And then I'm seeing down there on the mini-map in the bottom left of the screen that there's one not too far from here again. Oh, please get out of the way. Alright. So I'm actually going to try and go over there and find that. It looks like it's down through this alley. But yeah, just cruising around in this game is such a serene experience, and that's how it's always been with the Test Drive Unlimited games. They've always really nailed the sense of just wanting to go for a drive that I don't think other open world racers really get. And I don't know, there's just something about it that makes me want to slow down and appreciate the world. Now, obviously, there's not really human pedestrians around, so it's not a perfect representation of the world, but like, this is also not really going for that. And in a game like this, I don't think you'd actually want that. You wouldn't actually want this game to be packed to the brim with traffic like Hong Kong actually would, or like pedestrians and everything, because it would be really hard to drive around and do races if that was the case. But it still looks really fun and immersive to just kind of drive around, so they do a really good job of that. And we have found a new dealership. This is another thing that Test Drive Unlimited does that other games do not do, and let's actually go show it off, is you can find different car dealerships, and when you find them, you can actually drive up to them and go inside. Ooh, there's a collectible actually right there. So let's actually drive through here, knock that down, and grab this collectible. What do we get? We got some clan rep. Perfect. Well, let's get out of this way. And then let's go into the Lamborghini dealership. So this functions a lot like the hotel actually does, where you actually just get to walk around the sales floor and check out all of these different cars. And the awesome thing is we can actually test drive any of these for a limited amount of time. So let's show us some of that. But you're just sort of dropped in here, and you can do a lot of the same things that we did at the hotel and open the different doors, climb in, see how it all looks, look around. What is that? Start the engine, kind of see how it sounds, honk the horn. Just all the little interactive elements that make the game feel like an actual world instead of just feeling like you're selecting cars from a list and then that's kind of it. So, man, they got a lot of nice cars here. Let's see if we can't find a car to drive. Ooh, the Countach. Oh, I feel like we gotta see if we can't take this for a ride. Let's open that door and hop in. I can't buy it because I need a higher reputation, and it's probably a crap ton of money. But we can test drive it. You can get into any car that you want, and you can test drive it for a limited amount of time. It looks like this, I get 2 minutes, but you can start it up and go for a little bit of a drive. So let's do that. Let's open this thing up a little bit, shall we? Oh boy. Come on. Oh yes. Get that speed up. We're at 120 miles an hour in the city. Okay. Do a nice U-turn there and just go straight the other way. Variety of different camera modes there. Oh boy. Not my best driving there. But this helps you get a bit of an idea of like how the different cars will handle if you're trying to make a decision on what car to get next. And I just think that's really cool because a lot of times you'll get thrown different cars in games and you'll have no real understanding of whether or not you even like the car, if you like how the car looks, how it feels. You have no understanding of that, but being able to go out on a test drive feels really nice and gives it a really good layer of, okay, I've tried it out, and I've tried out a couple cars, and I actually really just want this one, and I'm going to fail at driving some more. Never claim to be a pro, everybody. Get on the fast streets here. Oh boy. It controls really well. I wish it had more of a heavy sound, but it does sound very nice, and it does get up to speed pretty nice. But once you're done, it'll take you back to the dealership and pop you off right here. So that is another little item to pick up. This game still gives me loot. As everybody knows, I like to loot things, and this game still gives me that. So that's what a dealership looks like, and they all are styled differently. This is the first that I've been in that looks quite like this, and I just love being able to stop off at them and give different cars a try. So let's leave the dealership and see if we can't get into some trouble somewhere else. Turn the car on, and let's check our map. Let's see what we got around here. Do we got a race that we can go to? Center stage. No, I can't do that one. That's got a red cross on it. filling the gaps. Best position, 4th place. So I did not do very well on this one, apparently. What is this? Urban Rivalry? I think we did that, but we... Let's go ahead and try this one. It's a clan race. Let's go see if we can't get into some trouble in a race. So I think the other thing I really like about this game is its sense of progression. One of the things that started to get a little overwhelming when it came to the Forza Horizon games was they just progress you so fast. They throw cars at you and freebies and free things at you so fast. You're getting money constantly for doing anything, and it never really feels like you have a real rewarding sense of progression. And I love that this game feels very slow in comparison. It makes it feel like there's things that are more important than just going to the next race. That what you do and how you decide to drive in the world matters. And what gives you, it makes me feel like I'm getting to choose more of what I want to do instead of just kind of trying to pick something out of the cotton candy that it gives me. So it looks like we're about a mile away. See if we can't get into a nice race here. I'll probably lose, or I at least may not get first. And that's another thing that I kind of like. The game does not have a rewind option like a lot of other modern racing games do. So if you mess up in the middle of the race, you either gotta make up for it or start over. And a lot of times I've just been trying to like go with the flow, and if I mess up, you know, I mess up. If I get 4th place, I get 4th place. I can always play the race again later. I don't have to win every single race from the get-go. I think the Forza Horizons of the world, some of the other games have really conditioned racing gamers to feel like they have to win every single race, and I just definitely don't feel that way, and I definitely don't feel that way while I play this game, and that's just something that's been a bit refreshing to experience. Alright, so let's get into this clan race. This is one of those things I was talking about, that you can actually like battle against different clans. And I can't actually take this car. I need to make some adjustments and take it down a level. And we'll start the race, because I don't really want to race against other people. Alright, let's see how we do. It's probably going to be terrible, as I'm also going to try to commentate. And the game's AI can be kind of all over the place. The game isn't perfect, I'll say that. I'm really enjoying it for what it is, but it's definitely hasn't had the smoothest launch, and it's definitely not perfect. But I do think it's a ton of fun. Alright, we're in 2nd currently. Oh boy, they take off really fast. Although the thing about the clan races is it takes place with other, like, NPCs around, like NPC drivers. So there's been a couple races of these clan races that I won strictly because the person in the lead would run into a car or something like that. All right. And it's just so fun racing through the streets of Hong Kong. With all the lights and everything, especially at night, it feels really epic. Alright, I kind of took a bit of a wrong line there, I think. Didn't cost us too much time, though. Actually, cut things up there a little bit. Okay. Come on, let's beat these sharps. Okay, he's run into some of the foliage. That gives us an opportunity to take first. Alright, he's behind us. We're doing okay, though. Not doing too bad. This is one of the best races I've had in a few days. Famous last words as I plow through the front fence. Okay, alright, come on. Oh, no. Jack. Let's see if we can make up something here. Oh boy, he ran into something. Oh, that could just completely take him out of the race there. Oh, all right, that might have just won us the race. Ladies and gentlemen, that looks like we're kind of home free as long as I don't screw up. I think I got this locked down. Okay, come on. Oh, like that. Exactly like that. Don't do that. Alright, come on. We are almost there. $300 yards to the finish. Nobody's behind us. We got it. Easy. First place finish. I got it on Neon's game night. You see it here. I don't completely suck at gaming, guys. All right. Look at that. Heck yeah. It's really fun time racing in this game. Like I said, there's issues in different areas, but man, it does not take away from just how fun the game can be. And like, if this is how fun the game is right now, like the amount of ways that this game can be updated in the future, this could be like my ultimate favorite racing game ever. And I'm saying that as somebody who loves Forza Horizon 5 and thinks it's one of the best racing games ever made. Alright, we got a good amount of money. We're leaving the lobby. Alright. We won a race. I was actually quite pleasantly surprised by that. I was expecting that to go way worse. I tend to like to race in that first-person perspective, and then if I'm cruising around, I'll also be in the first-person perspective. But then if I'm exploring and I want to like try and find some of these collectibles, I like to be in third-person here. There's some NPCs. They're very few and far between out in the environment, but they do exist. But it's definitely not quite as a representative of how Hong Kong would actually be. You know what I'm saying? I guess it is night, though, so you might get some things there. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. I don't know if we can. Alright, there's a little gate here. We're just gonna have to plow through it. Yep. And if we come back over here, there's another thing that we can find. Driven on 19% of the roads. It's just a very casual, laid-back experience. I don't really know how much else to say that, but if you like cars, if you're a car enthusiast, you might get a real big kick out of the game and just trying out all the different vehicles and cruising around. Like, you don't have to do races. I'm getting XP and like reputation and stuff for doing all these exploration things. You can get experience and money and rep by just running around, driving through the environments really fast and pulling off really cool drifts and stuff. Like, let's see if we can't chain together something here. Drift times 2, it might take me a bit to actually get to a point where I can do that, but I'm just seeing more of the little icons on the map that indicate things for us to grab. More money, money. It's all about that money. Alright, let's see. What else do we have here? We got another race. Let's see if we can't go and do this off-road race. So we'll go and head that way. Because I think one of the things that, because a lot of other open world racing games aren't actually trying to simulate like how big the specific area is, and they kind of have like smaller scaled down representations of their respective environments, it makes going on like a trip to a different place not feel like a big deal. And it doesn't really give you that time to really soak in the driving experience. Whereas in the Test Drive Unlimited games, since they are simulating this like really big open world environment, it gives you time to just kind of soak it in. And I really like that. I'm going a bit faster than I probably would if I was just playing this casually, just because I want to get there and do the race so that we have enough time. But, oh no! Ah! Crash. The physics in the game aren't like super impressive. Like, you just kind of like knock about with different... There's not a lot of damage that actually gets shown or happens. But the driving model itself feels really good. Like, driving feels very... It's easy, but also it's like, it's easy to get a hold of, but it feels like difficult to master. And feel like you're getting good racing lines and using your e-brake at the right times to do a nice drift and stuff like that. Now that we're out here, we can kind of let it rip a little bit. Go a little fast there. Oh! I don't know if I'm actually going to get to show off the ways that you get extra points and extra rep and extra money by pulling off cool things, because these are kind of turns a lot. But the map has been great fun to explore. The races take you all over the place. And I think what we're going to actually do here, so that we can do this off-road race, we're going to come in here so that we can change our vehicle. Because you can, spread across the map are different meeting points. And at these meeting points, you can either, you can kind of get groups of people together to go on like different race events or just kind of cruise the map. But you can also change your car. And so which I'm going to do here before we go down to the race, because this has off-road tires and suspension and all that stuff. So that's going to be invaluable for us whenever we actually get to the racing part. Driving off-road similarly feels pretty decent. There's a couple quirks here and there. Like there's a bug where if you land a jump, it can like, your car will land weird and then it'll do this weird barrel roll and basically mess you up. So that's not fun to have happen, but oh boy. Uh-oh. I did not take that corner well. In 200 meters, turn left. go. Nice. Okay, there we go. We got some more cash we can cash in. And that happened because I was building up a sort of skill chain, I guess is what you could call it, and I'm off. I'm off-road. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Oh my gosh. Well, where we're going, we don't need roads. Okay? Alright, guys, trust me. Trust me. Okay, well, we made it eventually. We're here. Alright, let's see if we can do some damage in this race. And by damage, I mean fail spectacularly. Alright, I'm authorizing this car. I don't even have to take it down, so let's do it. Oh, it's an adrenaline rush. I need to beat the time of 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Perfect. So it's just me versus the clock. No big deal. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, I did not take that corner very well. So as you race, it changes the time of day because it sets the races at specific times of day. So it's not like if you show up at a race at midnight, it does not have the race at midnight. Those are all set, which is, it's pretty basic. That's pretty much how all these open world racers do things. The races are instanced, and does not usually take place out in the open world. And I think that is an entirely fine way to do things. The off-road handling reminds me a decent bit of like how it does in the Forza Horizon. I don't know how to explain it, but driving off-road just really comes naturally to me in these games. Like, I drive off-road better sometimes than like on-road, and I can do a lot better in off-road races than I can on some of the street races. I don't know exactly what causes that, but that I've definitely seen that happen in the Forza Horizon games where, like, I can do really well even in online play in like dirt races, but on street races I can't win anything. And the handling of the vehicles on off-road in this game feel a lot like how it does in Forza Horizon, so that's why I mention that parallel. Ooh, a little bit of road to finish things off. Okay, we got less than 2 minutes to finish, but we're over 50% of the way there, so I feel like we're in decent shape. The lighting in this game is really nice. Like, especially around sunrise and sunset, the game just looks freaking gorgeous. The environments are so atmospheric. Take a decent racing line there. Although this game, even more so than Forza Horizon, sometimes you shouldn't trust the racing line because sometimes it won't give you the best route to actually do things. And I also gotta drift into the finish. Alright, so that was a little taste of the off-road as well. And we beat the time, so we did just fine, and we're going to get full credits for that. Had a new record. I didn't crash completely and do completely awful. And we'll leave the race. And I'm still very much starting out. I haven't unlocked everything that is able to be done in the game. Like, if I look at my reputation here. There's different rewards at like every 5 levels. So I'm pretty close to level 20 where I'll get where it says the competition begins. and there's all these upgrades all the way up to 55. And so as you progress, it looks like you do get different suites. You get um, you get to unlock different cars and different races. But I'm just really still starting out, so there's still a lot of this game that is still completely locked out to me, and I still got a long ways to go in order to really utilize all the aspects of the game. But that's been Test Drive Unlimited so far. I mean, we could do some more stuff, but I'm about to run out of time. You can fast travel to the meeting points. You can also, I don't know if you can fast travel to everywhere. I think you can also fast travel to these gas stations. Yeah, you can fast travel to the gas stations, but when it comes to some of the other things, you can't always fast travel. But let's fast travel here to the Solar Hotel. Let's fast travel inside. You always get a nice little animation that shows your avatar kind of coming into the hotel. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for tonight. This has been Test Drive Unlimited. I'm really enjoying this game. If this game looks interesting to you, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. Let me know how I'm doing in the comment section down below. But other than that, guys, I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers.